Hey, it's Adam, and in this video, I want to teach you how to be your authentic self. This video is going to teach you how to be fully authentic and how to live in alignment with your own internal values. And in order to do that, you have to stop caring what other people think about you. Because I know for a fact that most people in the world spend their entire lives worried about what other people are going to think of them. And that prevents you from living your own authentic life, from living life the way that you truly want to live, the way that you're destined to live. Because the reason that you came to Earth, the reason that you have incarnated on this planet, the reason why you even have a lifetime is so that you can be yourself. You want to be who you are internally. And you want to express that out into the world, whether it be through your art, your creativity, or even just your interactions with people. What you truly want and what is going to make you feel so happy is if you can authentically express yourself in every moment. And me personally, I have been doing a lot of work on my own personal authenticity, and I have many tips that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video here. So, the reason why the main obstacle that prevents human beings from being authentic is because we are afraid of what other people will think of us. We are afraid other people are going to judge us. We are scared that people are going to think we're stupid. People are going to think that we're lazy. People are going to think that we're mean. People are going to think that we're arrogant. And in life, everyone goes through experiences of trauma. So when you're a kid, there was probably some type of traumatic event where you embarrassed yourself. For me personally, I remember there were times where I was in school and I did something embarrassing that made me look stupid, and everyone would laugh at me. And then for the rest of my life, I live in reaction against this traumatic memory. So then everything I do is I'm trying to look smart, or I'm trying to seem as if I'm not stupid because I don't want to relive this memory of pain. And there are many, many times in our life, especially with our parents, where we aren't given enough love. And there are times where our parents are mean to us, and there are times where even people around us in our young life are mean to us and they hurt us. And you basically live in reaction against that pain for the rest of your life. And this causes you to be fake. This causes you to play an act. This causes you to become an actor in your life, and you put on a mask. And when you're wearing this mask, you can't be fully authentic. And the reason why you wear it is so that you think other people are going to accept you, and other people are going to like you as you are if you wear this mask. Now, the reason why you need other people to like you, the reason why you actually care about other people's opinions about you, is because you don't love yourself fully. And you have characteristics of your own personality. Maybe it might be the way you look, might be the way you talk, it might be the way you think, but there are characteristics about yourself that you don't love. You hate certain parts of yourself because maybe in the past these parts have caused you pain and suffering. So me personally, sometimes I'm afraid of coming off as being arrogant, or I'm afraid of being an asshole to people. And then I tend to be overly nice to people, and I have difficulty expressing how I truly feel because in the past I have hurt other people's feelings by being honest. I've hurt other people's feelings by being an asshole, or not even by being an asshole, but just by being honest and expressing how I feel. And now I live in reaction against that. So now I tend to be overly nice to people, and that prevents me from authentically expressing myself. So the number one tool for you to become more authentic in your life is to be honest with yourself about who you are and how you feel in the present moment. And then communicate that honesty to other people as well. So practice saying what you think, saying what's on your mind about any situation that you find yourself in. And it doesn't have to be mean, but learn how to express how you're feeling, and learn also to express your opinions about matters. Because again, when we're young, there are times where we go through traumatic events and we are being deprived of love. And we are being deprived of love from our parents or from our teachers, from society in general. And when we don't get this love, we live the rest of our lives seeking love from other people, seeking approval, and being afraid of other people withdrawing their love from us. So most people live as people pleasers. A very common one is a child who is afraid to upset their parents, or a child who is afraid to stand up to their parents and to go against their parents' wishes. And then they end up living the rest of their life as a slave to their parents' wishes. Because maybe when they were young, their parents were very mean, or maybe when they were young, their parents withdrew love from them, and that was a traumatic event for them, and that made them feel sad and angry. And now for the rest of their lives, as they grow up, they are scared to upset their parents, and they live their entire life. They live a fake life. They live their parents' life. And this will cause all sorts of problems for you in your life, because now you're living a fake life. So now you're going to have problems with your relationships. You're going to have problems being creative in your business, in your career. You're going to have problems relating to other people, and you're also going to have problems relating to your parents as well, because you're going to live a fake life. You're not going to be honest with them. So authenticity is a natural side effect of becoming more conscious. So as you become a more conscious individual, as you practice meditation, as you raise your awareness of the present moment, authenticity is synonymous with transparency. Meaning that in order for you to fully be yourself, you have to be transparent. So imagine like a thin sheet of plastic that's totally clear and you can totally see through it. That's how you have to be in your life with yourself and also with other people. So people should be able to see right through you so that you authentically express how you're feeling in the moment. Most people, what we do is we put on a mask and imagine when you're interacting with someone, there's like a membrane, like a wall, an invisible wall that's in between you and that person. Most people, what they do is they try and cover this membrane with all sorts of stories and lies, and they try and make it so that people can't see through it so that they can see their true self. What I want you to do is I want you to make this membrane as transparent as possible. Strip away all kinds of lies and stories and neurotic behaviors that you do when you're in front of people, and instead just be as honest with other people and with yourself as possible. So now I'm going to share with you some practices that you can use to become more authentic, to authentically express yourself. Now, this is the best one. When you talk to strangers, or when you meet strangers, or when you talk to your friends, but especially with strangers, be honest about how you're feeling in the moment and express your opinions. Now, sometimes when I talk to strangers, I find myself holding back my true opinions about life and the world because I feel that other people won't understand me, or I feel that other people will judge me, or I feel that people will think that I'm some type of crazy person if I share how I actually feel about the world. And this prevents me from being an authentic person. And this practice will actually help you be more authentic in your relationships and when you relate to other people. Now, the biggest fear that people have, that you have when it comes to being authentic around other people, the biggest fear that's holding you back is that you're afraid that the other person is going to withdraw their love from you because you don't love yourself enough. So when you live your life, you are trying to get love from an external source. You want other people to think that you're cool. You want other people to think that you're funny, to think that you're smart. You want other people to think that you're kind. And the reason why you want this is because you don't believe it yourself. The reason why you need other people to think that you're kind and smart and funny is because you don't believe it yourself. You don't see yourself as someone who is kind and smart and funny. So you need external validation. You need other people to remind you of it because you're self-conscious of that. If you're able to fully love yourself with all of your strengths and all of your weaknesses, and if you truly, genuinely believe that you are a kind, smart, funny person, then you no longer need other people to think that of you. I don't need this person that I just met, this stranger. I don't need my parents to tell me that I'm successful. I don't need them to tell me that I'm kind and smart because I already know. I already know that because I am. I am kind. I am smart. I am funny. I am good looking. I have all of these traits because I recognize in myself that I'm a beautiful human being just because of the fact that I exist. I don't need other people to tell me that I'm a good person because I already believe that on the inside. And that bleeds out through my authentic expression. Now, this is also a very important point. Whenever you express yourself authentically to the world, you will create polarity, meaning that some people are going to hate you for expressing yourself, but then other people are going to love you even more for being real and for being honest. So what people normally do is that we're afraid of creating haters. We're afraid that of people, we think they're going to hate us if we share our opinion about the world. If I say I think that aliens exist and I think that God created the entire universe and that the present moment is all that exists and that what God is literally like you are God. You literally created the entire universe. If I tell that to people, some people are going to think I'm a crazy lunatic, right? And those people are going to distance themselves from me. They're going to judge me. They're going to talk about me behind my back. They're going to say, "Oh, look at Adam. He thinks he's some spiritual genius. So let's not invite him to our parties or whatever." So that's one that will happen. You will create haters. That is normal. But then you're going to also create people who accept you for as you are, and they also admire your authenticity. because your ability to be honest inspires other people to be honest themselves. So if I'm not afraid to put my balls on the line and say what I actually feel in the moment, regardless of what other people think of me, because to be honest, I actually don't care what other people think of me. Once in a while I do, because I'm human, and sometimes I get self-conscious, and that's okay. But for the most part, I really could care less what another person thinks about me. What I care the most about is what I think about me. And I have the conscious ability to choose what I think about me. And I think that I'm spectacular. So when I talk, when I socialize with people in public, that energy bleeds out of me. I ooze that energy of confidence, which is what people respond to. That's a positive trait. And I'm not saying this to be arrogant. I'm saying this because I am actually an amazing human being, and that's not arrogant at all to say. That's just true. Right? So that energy oozes out of you and inspires people and also attracts people to you as well. So you're gonna make more friends. You're gonna make more intimate relationships. All that stuff, that abundance is gonna flow towards you, because now what's gonna happen is as you move into alignment with your authentic self, all of the stuff that is not meant for you is going to move out of your life. So all of those people who judge you for being authentic, all of those people are going to fuck off, and you don't have to worry about them, and you don't have to talk with them, not because they're bad people, but because they're naturally going to move out of your life because they have their own healing to do, and they're scared of being authentic themselves, and they're afraid of someone who authentically expresses themselves. And then those people who don't resonate with your frequency, those people who don't resonate with your radical authenticity, these people are going to move out of your life, and that's great for them, and it's also great for you, because now you're moving into alignment. You're going to attract your soul tribe, whatever that means. I don't even like using these words. You're going to attract your soul tribe, all of the people who resonate with your authenticity and who like who you truly are. These people are going to move into your life, and these people are the people who are going to move you forward on your path, whatever your path is. So if you want to become more spiritual, you'll attract all the spiritual people. If you want to become more business oriented, you'll attract all those people. But the point is that as you be authentic with yourself and you take authentic action in your life as well. So be honest with yourself. What do I want to be doing in my life? Do I want to keep playing video games and watching porn every single day? Is that authentic to who I am? Or is who I am greater than that? What do I really want to be doing? Check out my video, How to Discover Your Life Purpose. That's when I talk about this topic about discovering your authentic self, discovering who you actually are. And once you know that, it is your job to align yourself to that by being honest with yourself and also with the world as well. So the tip for authenticity is transparency. Say what you mean as you mean it. Say exactly what is on your mind. Say it and notice that that's awesome. Keep doing that. And regardless of how people react, if people think you're weird, if people think you're crazy, great. You should love that. Because I intentionally sometimes go out of my way to make people think that I'm crazy or to make people think that I'm a lunatic just because it's fun. And I actually kind of get off, not in a sexual way, sometimes in a sexual way, but I actually get off when people think that I am a complete nut job or a complete wacko Because sometimes this is just how I am. I'm a very contrarian type person, meaning that I sometimes lie to people. I tell people like, oh, I live in a cardboard box, or like, oh yeah, I want to be an astronaut, or like, yeah, like I say, or sometimes I tell people I'm 30 years old or 40 years old. Not to lie to them, but just because I actually enjoy people, I enjoy receiving judgments from other people because I kind of enjoy practicing not caring what they think about me. So I'll say all sorts of weird stuff about my personality. I tell people that I pick my nose and eat it, which I actually do that sometimes. It's, you know, it's like sometimes I'm hungry and I gotta, you know, gotta go for a little booger. Sometimes they're salty, sometimes not. Depends on depends on, you know, the air, on where I am, all that stuff. You know, the boogers, they have different consistency. You know, the weather plays a role and all that stuff. So my original point, I think, was that being authentic is fun and it's awesome, and you practicing this will make you have a lot more fun in your life. You'll align with your life purpose. You'll be way more creative, and also you'll be more attractive. So you got nothing to lose. The only thing you have to lose is your emotional comfort, because being authentic requires you putting your balls on the line, and that hurts sometimes. Sometimes people will judge you. Sometimes you will get your feelings hurt, but that makes you a stronger person. And you should be seeking out those situations where you can intentionally embarrass yourself. Sometimes I actually intentionally embarrass myself just so that I can become desensitized to that. Because that makes me a stronger person, that makes me more authentic, and that helps me move more towards what I want to be doing in my life. So I hope this video helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of information, I like to bring a more spiritual perspective to personal development content. All of my content is always couched in the bigger vision of raising your consciousness and designing your life in a way where you can have more clarity and more presence in the moment, so that you can be grounded in the present moment, because that is, at the end of the day, is what is going to make you feel super duper happy. And then from that place, you can live a amazing life. You can design it in whatever way you want, because we transcend fear when we're able to just ground ourselves in the present moment, because there's no future to be scared of. There's no past to be worried about reliving. It's just only the now, and that's great. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, check out this other video over here, and I'll see you in the next one.